Good afternoon, everyone. Things, reviews, and stuff. My longer, more structured content. I'm not sure what the limits on at the desk right now. Plus, when I get my new glasses, I'm working on improvements to my health and all that. So, that being said, I'm going to do a review of AEW's All In 2025, which happened this past weekend in the weekend of Wrestling Insanity. We had 8 hours of AEW's All In with the pre-show. Ring of Honor up PLE on Friday, which was a couple of hours. And Saturday we had WWE Battleground, WWE Saturday's main event. And Sunday we had Evolution, plus all the regular show and all that Collision. Like from the moment you woke up to the moment you went Friday and Sunday. Yeah. So crazy. That being said, there. Put another one so I can monitor. There we go. Just checking the audio. Why isn't it coming through? Okay, audio is good. So let's go down the list. I'm not reviewing the pre-show. I'm just not. Okay, ain't gonna happen. Okay? Just too much to deal with there. Although I wish this FTR match with the Outrunners would have been on the main show, and maybe this pointless ops match. I mean, it just seemed like maybe because it was such a stacked event, they had no options. But anyway, let's start with. Okay, let's start with the first official match was for the Ops. That's Shibata, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Samoa Joe versus the junior member of the Death Riders. By junior, I mean in terms of power, not. So that's Claudio Castagnoli, Wheeler Yuta, and Gabe Kidd. Ops won. It was a good match. I wouldn't say. I mean, the Ops retained the trios title. That's a lot of quick tags. These are basically 6 veterans who knew how to work together, having had these matches with each other for probably a year now. 14 minutes was about the right length. The first casino gauntlet match for the men. A lot of people are saying this match wasn't as good as the women's. Personally, I think they were about equally good. The right guy won. It was MJF. A lot of great action. The only thing I wish they would have done, kind of like a hardcore match, maybe bust out a table or two, just to show the guys were going all the way, But it's overall a good match. It felt maybe a touch too long, maybe not, maybe 34 minutes, like 30 minutes type of thing. But this pay per view is so friggin' long. You could cutting 5 minutes of every match wouldn't have helped. Next, AEW TNT Championship. So Adam Cole had to vacate when he got legit injured. Dustin Rhodes finally wins AEW title after 6 years. So now he has his AEW tag title. It was a good match. Honestly, personally, I would have rather have seen the Warriors match on the main card than this one. But now we get to what is the event. Swerve Strickland and Will. These 4 gentlemen have wrestled over and over again years. One thing that these guys did very well that you didn't see, use each other's moves fairly often, I should say. So that in a lot of ways, this is my favorite match of the show and a match of the year candidate. And so the Young Bucks dropped their kayfabe EVP titles. They remain EVP, just like Adam Page is EVP, I think an EVP or VP. Kenny Omega is an EVP behind the scenes, but kayfabe they've dropped it, which is good for the Bucks who are going for a different storyline. Next, we have the women's Casino Gauntlet match. The right person won is Athena. She is an underrated superstar. She is the Ring of Honor Women's Champion, longest reigning champion in Ring of Honor history now. It was a good match. I don't know. I mean, I guess Mina Shirakawa's job is to eat pins now, but it just seems like it. Then we get a tag match between the Hurt Syndicate, Jet Speed, which is Kevin Knight and Speedball Mike Bailey, and the Patriarchy. The end of this match was key, okay? So Hurt Syndicate is being like they're being booked strong. And then at the end of this, basically, the Patriarchy gets taken over by Nick Wayne, and Ed shows up to save him with Spike, and he goes, "Go find yourself," which in Cage's careers, they've been put together as a tag team again for the end of. Next up, we have Tyler Tony Storm and Mercedes Moné. This match was better than I. Now, we know that Moné was booking this angle for months, and maybe she deserves a little credit here, okay? A lot of us thought they were just going to feed Tyler Tony Storm and make her a 7-belt champion. And maybe she manipulated that expectation, maneuvered us all into a corner, and when Tyler Tony Storm goes over, it even elevated even further over it. So this match could have been better by being shorter. There's a little too much kicking out. But other than that, it was a good match. Now we get to the second best match on the card, which is Okada versus Omega. So it's a little weird as to what exactly happened here. Did they unify the Continental International Championships, or did the winner get the new United Championship, and now they're going to have tournaments for other two titles? We won't know for a while, because I've heard it both ways. That there was the camera work in this match really a 9 point, like almost a 10 out of 10. If it weren't for the camera work, laying the match down and showing knee strikes missing when they're supposed to look at the hit and things like that, you know. One wrestler would hit a move a little bit, the other wrestler would cover right away, you know. Unified Championship, he deserving that title. Finally, we get to the one of the more brutal Texas death matches I've seen in a while. I don't know what Moxley and Adam Page, their willingness to do this to themselves. This was probably a 9.5 out of 10. Like the tag match was number one. Is the Bucks. Okada Omega was number 2, but would have been number 1, and Page Moxley was number 3. And had returned from Daniel Bryan, coming back for a little revenge on the Death Riders. Darby Allin coming back. We had Swerve seemingly moving his relationship with Adam Page into a new order. The Death Rider interference. They did not do the stupid thing where I thought they were going to have a secret master and the belt not being the case. They did cash in. Now, I expect Adam Page to be a fighting champion in terms of how he's being booked, and he needs to have this title, I'm going to say at least 4 months. Like I don't want to see Page drop this title maybe even until next year sometime. Because we need a... Overall, I'd rate All In as a 9 out of 10. A lot of really good matches. Just a little, 6 hours is a lot. I mean, I know W saw the problem going 2 days. AEW can't do that. It's a lot. I mean, it didn't feel like this one didn't feel as long, which is good. It's just it felt like a lot, And a week on that. Like if you like, and dislike if you dislike. Share this out. Share this out. Link out if you are interested. Thank you for following me. I'm gonna try to do more regular. I'm out of here.